everybody, welcome back to Soul Evolution Tarot. This reading is intended for anyone who's been on a twin flame journey and currently is in separation with their twin. Most of my viewers are divine feminines, so I will begin at looking at your divine masculine energies first and then your energy towards them. Please keep in mind that divine feminine and divine masculine energies are not gender specific, so assign the roles for yourself, as this is a general reading and I will be tapping into a collective energies. Also, remember to take whatever is resonating and leave the rest behind. Keep in mind that time is fluid and energies shift all the time. So this reading is going to be for the sign of Taurus. So if you have your sun, moon, rising and Venus in Taurus, then this is your reading. And really quickly, I just wanted to say thank you for all your support, feedback, likes, subscriptions. It really helps me to grow my channel and I really appreciate all your feedbacks from you guys. Okay, so let's get into the reading. My spirit guides that do no harm to me or through me for the highest and greatest good of all, please come with clear guided messages. So Taurus, let's see what your divine masculine is currently going through, what energies are there in. So I'm going to start with my twin flame deck. Let's see. Please, Spirit, this is for the sign of Taurus. What's going on with their divine masculine as of now? Also, keep in mind that this is going to be a timeless reading, so whenever you find this, then trust that there is a message for you. Okay. Let's see. We have cycles coming through. Okay, let's get a few more. We have shadow work. Okay, and one more. And inner child. Okay, so with these cards for your divine masculine, I feel like your divine masculine is currently doing their shadow work, because we do have this card of shadow work here, and perhaps with the cycles it tells me that this divine masculine might not be learning the lessons that he or she needs to learn, and that's why they might find themselves cycling in these cycles that keep showing up for them, and that's probably when Spirit is trying to guide them to do their shadow work in order to close out those cycles. And with the inner child, I feel that perhaps these are deeply seated wounds that this divine masculine has, probably from their early years or even childhood. So that's why Spirit is guiding them right now to really pay attention and do their shadow work in order to not to get stuck in the cycles they're in. Okay, so now let's grab some tarot and see what's going on with your masculine in regards to you, divine feminine. So we're going to take a look at their mental space. So what is currently going on in their mental space? What are they currently thinking about you and this union and this connection overall? So let's see what is going on with your divine masculine. We have the Lovers card coming through. Okay. We have the Five of Cups. These are a little bit reflective cards. Sorry, guys. Okay, and let's get one more card to see what else is going on. And the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so with these cards, with the Lovers coming through the major arcana, I feel like this Divine Masculine really recognizes the connection with you, Divine Feminine. They might not know the term the twin flame or soulmate, but I feel like deep down their soul has recognized your connection, and they're constantly being drawn to you. I feel like Spirit is really guiding them, but I feel also with the Five of Cups that there's some kind of deep regret or lost. So perhaps they're really are being in their low vibrational energy, where they feel very regretful as to what has really happened between you guys, because Seven of Pentacles also is telling me that they feel that they've been really thinking about the situation with you, Divine Feminine, and what has gone wrong between you guys, and they're really contemplating on the situation and really looking to where it has led to the separation. But what's they're not seeing is these two cups behind them, so they're focusing on whatever's went wrong, but they don't understand that there's still a chance for you to really mend the situation and fix. So I feel like they've been really thinking about it, and they're just still in this place of perhaps overthinking and being stuck with all the negativity and negative thoughts about you. But they do recognize this connection as very special. With the Lovers, perhaps again, it might not be for everyone, but perhaps for some masculines there might be a choice that they need to make. So if there's let's say someone else in the picture, perhaps they need to really decide for themselves and really choose, because they are being drawn to you, Divine Feminine. So let's say you've met your twin and they've been already in some kind of relationship or marriage even, and now since they've recognized this connection, they really feel this connection between you two. Now they really need to make this choice, but again, that's not for all Divine Masculines, that's for some. But I feel there's still a lot of work they need to do, because there's a lot of shadow work still, and they need to do the healing for themselves, because they're still in this low vibrational energies. But they do really think about you and the connection and whatever has gone wrong between you guys. Okay, so now let's take a look at their heart space. What are they feeling towards you, Divine Feminine? So let's see what is going on with their heart space. We have the Temperance, beautiful, another major coming through. Okay. We have the Death card, okay, another major arcana. So there's a lot of transformational energy in their heart space. And look at that, another major arcana, the Hermit. Okay, so in their heart space, I feel like there's major transformation going on with this divine masculine. 3 major arcanas in a row, and with the Temperance card, it tells me that this divine masculine is being in the process of healing themselves, and they are actually thinking about mending the situation between you two. With the Death card, I also feel that they really want to change and transform the situation between you two, and really perhaps take a new approach in this situation. However, they're still in this hermit mode where they're still trying to figure out their own they're doing their soul searching, and they're trying to figure out their own wounds and the healing that they need to do. They've been guiding they've been guided to do this work with the Hermit card. Spirit is really pointing out that they need to do this shadow work in order for them to be in the right place before they can actually approach you. But with these major arcanas in their heart space, it tells me that they're really trying, and I feel like they're really willing to put in the work in order to change the situation between you two, especially with the Temperance and the Death card. That's very transformational and healing energies, so that is beautiful. Okay, and now let's take a look what might be shifting in the near future for this divine masculine in regards to you and this connection. So let's see what is shifting for this divine masculine. Okay, we have the Sun, another major arcana, and this is one of the most positive cards in the deck, so that is amazing. Let's get a few more. Please, Spirit, this is for the sign of Taurus. What's going on with their divine masculine? We have the Moon. Oh my God, look at these major arcanas coming through. That's incredible. The Moon, and one more, please. Okay, that one I wanted to come out. And the King of Wands. Okay. So let's see, with the Sun and the Moon here together, what it really tells me that this is divine counterparts. You guys are divine counterparts. Sun is the masculine energy and the Moon is the feminine energy, and I feel like with these energies coming through, so for this divine masculine and your connection, I feel like there's a lot of happiness coming your way. I feel like this divine masculine is going to overcome all the fears and whatever has been preventing him from coming forward. I feel like he or she is going to really work on their shadow work and really do the work that they need to do, and once they do, that's when this Sun card, this bright enthusiastic energy is going to enter your connection between you guys. With the Moon card, I feel that there's still going to be some perhaps fears but again, with the Sun card, it's just going to eliminate everything, and I shouldn't be worried. It might take some time though for this Divine Masculine to do this, but I feel like they're very determined, especially with the King of Wands over here. I feel because King of Wands is very confident, courageous, and action oriented. They always have the set goals set, so I feel like it's really positive energies. I feel like this Divine Masculine is going to take some kind of action once they are ready to come forward, so that's really nice to see. Now let's take a look at you, Divine Feminine, and see what is going on with you and how are you feeling in regards to your Divine Masculine. So let's get some cards for your mental space. Please, Spirit, this is for the sign of Taurus. So let's see what is going on. What are you currently thinking about in regards to your Divine Masculine and the connection? We have High Priestess coming through. Okay, so we do have one major arcana for you too. What else? We have the Nine of Inspirations, which is the Nine of Wands. Okay. We have the Justice card, another major. Okay, Divine Feminine, so with the High Priestess, I really feel that you're really tapping into your intuition in regards to this connection. I feel like you are trying, even though this is in your head space, in your mental space, I also feel that you're trying to be more intuitive rather than logic about the situation in regards to your Divine Masculine. And with the High Priestess, perhaps you might be feeling that this Divine Masculine might be keeping some, things hidden from you, but perhaps, it is there for a reason, because perhaps there are things that he needs to figure out first before he can actually come forward and really tell you what is going on in their life and what they are going through. So we also have the Nine of Inspiration, which is the Nine of Wands. So it tells me that you are still thinking, even though you might not be getting anywhere right now with this Divine Masculine, I feel like you're still determined to work on the situation if they're going to show up in your life, and you're not willing to give up this connection because you do know that this is your Divine Masculine, and you feel that in time, when divine timing is going to be right, that's when you guys could really make things work. With this Justice card, of course, you want things to be fair and right, so I feel like you really are thinking about how to make the situation between you two balanced and harmonious. So but I think overall you're really trusting the journey and really surrendering to this connection. You're not really overthinking or stressing too much, because you do understand the process of this journey. And as I said, you are mostly tapping into your intuition in regards to your Divine Masculine. But let's see your heart space, Divine Feminine. What is going on in your heart space towards your Divine Masculine? We have the Hermit. Look at that. We also have Hermit cards. So you guys could be mirroring a lot, and that's very common in the twin flame journey when you guys are mirroring the energies. So look, and they're almost they're in the same position too, the Hermit card. How interesting. Okay, what else for this divine feminine in their heart space? What is going on in their heart space? We have the 10 of emotions, which is the 10 of cups. Okay, and one more. And the Muse of materials, which is the King of Pentacles in this deck. Okay, so let's see. So I feel like, yeah, with the Hermit card, I'm also feeling, as I said, you really are trying to tap into your inner wisdom that you have, divine feminine, and really trying to understand how this journey works, and you're learning a lot about yourself and this journey and this divine masculine. So with the Hermit card, I feel like, yes, you both are quite spending a lot of time in solitude, and perhaps not even, you know, sharing your feelings even with your closest friends or family about this connection. But overall, I do see the 10 of emotions, which is the 10 of cups. So this divine masculine really makes you happy. You do recognize them as someone who could really make you like emotionally fulfilled, you know, because 10 of cups is like the ultimate fulfillment of happiness. So you do see this masculine as your happiness and someone who could really make a good partner to you, divine feminine. And with the King of materials, with the King of Pentacles, I'm also feeling that you see this divine masculine as very stable, and you know, King of Pentacles is usually someone who's a good partner, a good husband, who's very loyal, reliable, stable. So you do recognize these qualities in your divine masculine, I feel. Okay, so these are beautiful energies, and I'm really glad to see that for both of you. Okay, but now let's see what is going to shift for you in the near future in regards to this connection. So what energies might be present for you, divine feminine? Let's see. We have the 5 of materials, which is the 5 of pentacles. Okay, what else? We have the 7 of emotions, which is the 7 of cups. And one more. And the Queen of materials, which is the Queen of cups. Okay. So with the 5 of pentacles, I feel you might be a little bit disappointed in regards to that it might take some time for this divine masculine to really come forward, because I've been sensing that you've been waiting a little bit. Even though you've been trusting the connection and trusting the journey, you're still kind of like hoping that this divine masculine is going to show up in your life, and you're probably like set yourself for some type of expectations. But and with the 5 of pentacles, it tells me perhaps you might be a little bit disappointed because they might not show up when you would want them to. And with the Seven of Cups, I feel like you might be a little bit still confused if they are really going to show up at all. But you know, my advice to you is really surrender the situation and don't have any expectations as to when things will going to happen or how are they going to happen, because when we do have these expectations, that's when things are not progressing and they're just being stagnant, because Spirit is really wants you to surrender. And perhaps now is the time to really focus on yourself rather than on this connection. Just trust that in time this divine masculine will come back when they're ready for you, because I feel with all these majors on their side, I feel like there is this massive transformation they're going through, and they really need some time to process and do the work they need to do in order for them to, before they could actually show up in your life. You just really need to trust and not to focus yourself or overthink too much in your head about the situation. With the Queen of Pentacles, I feel like this might be your energy where you're really going to, you know, be nurturing and loving to yourself. And if it's not you, right now, I feel like this is what you should be doing in the near future. Just give this, you know, time for yourself and really appreciate yourself. Really spend time, you know, healing your own, you know, wounds, or like doing all this shadow work on yourself, and perhaps, you know, just focus on your life and what really makes you happy. Okay, so but overall I do see a lot of positive changes and energies entering your life, and we do have divine counterparts, Queen of Pentacles and King of Pentacles. So this is really your divine masculine. You know, this is perhaps if you were doubting yourself about this connection, you shouldn't be. It's just, you know, it's a matter of time when this divine masculine is going to show up in your life again. Okay, so now let's get a few of the oracle cards. I'm going to get one card for you from this healing oracle deck. So let's see what advice Spirit has for you at this time, Divine Feminine. So please, Spirit, this is for the sign of Taurus. We have reawaken. Beautiful. Sorry, these are a little bit reflective, but I love the images on these cards. So with the reawaken card, I feel Spirit, what Spirit is trying to say is that perhaps you've been, you know, focusing too much on this union and not really doing the work you should be doing on yourself. So I feel like try to switch the focus on yourself, because you also need to open up your own streams of energies where you're going to be going through this awakening process that everybody's going through on this twin flame journey. So perhaps when you've met your twin, you began this awakening process, but then there might have things that prevented you from really growing and expanding yourself. So Spirit is saying now is the time to focus on this reawakening rather than focusing on this union, because it will come, but you know, it's there's divine timing at play, so don't focus on this too much, okay? And I'm also going to get one message from Spirit from this oracle deck. It's called Heart and Soul deck. So let's see what advice Spirit has for you, Divine Feminine. So, whoops, it's this beautiful heart over here. So I'm going to read this to you. You're focusing purely on the negative, but there is also a positive side you're not seeing. Your mental attitude and thoughts can make things seem good or bad, beautiful or ugly. All is a matter of perception. What do you think you shall become? Be positive, for behind the perceived darkness there is much love, light, and good fortune. So see, Spirit is really wanting you to get out of your head space and tap into your heart space. And the focus message here is that you should be focusing on the positive rather than negative, because whatever we think about is what we attract into our life, okay? So please keep that in mind. And lastly, I'm going to do messages from your Divine Masculine. So these are messages from their higher self. So let's see what they might have told you. Okay, Spirit, this is for the sign of Taurus. So let's see what their Divine Masculine has to say from their higher self. We have no one makes me feel like you do. So they really recognize that you make them special, and they do see this connection as something special in their life. Okay, what else? Oops. I'm afraid to trust again. So yeah, with the trust card, I feel like this is one of their inner child wounds, where perhaps this Divine Masculine has experienced some trauma in their life, and they are really having some trouble trusting and being vulnerable. So it has to do a lot with their previous experiences. It's probably not, you know, your fault, Divine Feminine. This is what this Divine Masculine has been dealing with before, and that's where they need to really do their shadow work to really release these you know, issues and wounds and really balance and heal themselves. Okay. Okay, let's get 2 more messages. We are aligning on the energetic level. So that's beautiful. And I feel like you do align, and there's a lot of, as I said, we saw these Hermit cards. I feel like you are mirroring each other in a lot of ways, and you are both in this process of awakening to the truth of the situation, to this connection, and what it takes for you to be in this union. So for twin flames, you do need to be balanced with your own Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine energies before you guys can actually come into the union. So there needs to be this alignment of energies within yourself, and that's when you guys could actually come together, okay? And let's get one more. we have, am I good enough for you? So this divine masculine is also feeling not good enough for your divine feminine. They're probably having some low self-esteem issues because they feel like they're not good enough, and they are, you know, afraid to trust because I think they've experienced some traumatic relationship before in their lives, and that's they need to also see for themselves where they need to focus at this time, not on this connection, but rather on themselves, and really, you know, address the issues that they have within themselves. Okay, so that's all I have for you, Taurus. I hope that gave you some clarity, and I'm sending you lots of love and light, and I will see you in my next reading. Bye bye.